Hey guys, it's your girl Me-Anie here. So um I needed to make this video. Oh, Barbados commercial. I needed to make this video just so I can find some type of I need a way to move on from things, right? So, it's hard for me to say. To make a long story short, I had to make the decision earlier this week to euthanize my dog. And I haven't told like too many people. I haven't said anything on social media or anything like that. I said I wasn't gonna cry while I was making this video, but I figured that I might. So I said I wasn't going to edit. I'm just gonna do it live so I don't have to go through this like multiple times. But I did have to euthanize Sylar, and I did it on Wednesday earlier this week. So it sucks because if I know a lot of you guys remember like back in 2014 when everything happened, he basically had IVDD, which is intervertebral disc disease, and that affected like his ability to walk and stuff like that. So like that whole situation like changed my life and everything that I knew as far as my career. So just a little bit of backstory real quick. It happened back in 2014 where I was going to Philly for a funeral, and I left him with one of my girlfriends so she could watch him for me. And when I got to Philly, she texted me to tell me like he wasn't walking. So he ended up having IVDD, and it affects his back. It affected his back, and which affected his spine and bladder. With that being said, there's a lot of care that has to go into taking care of animals that have spinal injuries. So I ended up taking like a year off of work. To figure out, what I was going to do and how I could get him back in a place where he had a decent quality of life. So in doing so, I found what I wanted to do, which is what I'm doing now. I am a CVT, which is a certified vet tech, and I'm also getting certified in doing canine rehab. So with him having his injury, it led me to find what I believe is now my passion. So with all that being said, fast forward from 2014 to 2019, um, I was able to get him walking again. He had a decent quality of life, but things started getting a little bit more tough within the last few months. He's always had seizures. And one thing I loved about my job was the fact that I was able to bring him to work with me. So if I had a long shift, I could bring him to work. But it got to a point where taking him to work, it was so. Hello. Here goes the cat. Taking him to work of high stress that he would have seizures when he got home, like either that night or the next day. So it became I'm about to call you Sylar. um Bentley, come on, you can't stay up here. Come down, come down. Oh, this cat, get down. um so it wasn't an option for me anymore to take him to work because it wasn't worth it. Like him having seizures once I brought him home, it just wasn't gonna work out. So within the last few weeks, it's just it was bad. It was to the point where he couldn't hold his bladder like he did before. So I would have him anywhere from 6 to 8 hours where I would be at work, and when I got home I would change his waistband. But now it got to the point where I couldn't even leave him alone for more than 4 hours, because by the time I got home, his waistband was like soaked with urine, and I was having to give him baths like almost every day. Every day I was having to give him a bath. So I thought, maybe he was getting kidney disease. So I took him in. I did a blood test on him, a SDMA, to see if he had any type of early kidney failure. That came back relatively normal, nothing there. But I was still stuck with the reality of knowing that, his quality of life wasn't the best. He was urinating all over himself in the waistbands while I was at work, having to give him constant baths and showers daily. And then he had this ongoing UTI. And animals that have IDD and wear waistbands, they end up having UTIs. So it all just it came to a point where I just knew I couldn't continue doing that with him. So I had to go ahead and make that decision. So on Wednesday, um, I got him. He got his wings. It sucks because, like, I try not to think about it too much. It sucks because, like, people that would see him, they would say like, "Oh, he looks so, you look happy. He look happy." Um, I didn't even know like anything was wrong with him. So when people say that, it makes it even worse for me because I feel like I took something away from him, because he was happy, he was healthy in a sense, but I knew like quality of life that he had was it wasn't the best. Like, can you imagine having an ongoing UTI? So it sucked having to make that decision, but I knew it was like something that I had to do. And what was even worse was like I kept seeing stuff that would remind me of what I just did when I got home. Like, I was watching a show and they were talking about somebody euthanizing a pet that seems healthy, and then just all these posts on Instagram where they were just reminding me of it. And I'm like, I'm not, I'm not ready to post anything about it. I'm not ready to share. It it's just it sucks, and I honestly I haven't slept home since it happened. I haven't slept home since Wednesday, so like I've been sleeping over my boyfriend's house because I'm not comfortable here yet. I just, I'm not comfortable here as yet. I don't know. I just need to. I needed to make a video about it just so. Um, I didn't want to talk about it multiple times and have people ask like, "Hey, where's your dog?" and stuff like that, and then have to constantly talk about the situation. So I just figured I would make a video, let you guys know, because so many of you guys have been on his journey from back in 2014. Um, Many of you even when I wasn't working at that time donated to the what was that thing called? I forget what it's called, whatever the fund was called, for me to be able to get him a wheelchair, which I still have. Who is that? Uh, that's that guy. I'm actually looking at his wheelchair right now. Quite a bit of you guys donated to the fund that was going on in order for me to purchase that wheelchair. I'm Coco Femme. She was one of the main ones that donated, and I appreciate that so much. I think I told my mom, um, my boyfriend. He figured it out the night that it happened. I just told I call him my doggy daddy. I just told my ex boyfriend back in Philly today because oh god, he loved that dog like crazy. So I haven't told too many people at all. I haven't told anybody on Instagram. So I think now I'm at a point where I can go ahead and make that post and just let people know, because I'm gonna keep getting those questions, because he's always like a presence in my videos. He'll run behind me, he'll bark and stuff like that. But I actually thought I was gonna cry more than I did, so I'm happy that I did not. Okay. All right, that's all I have to say. I just wanted you guys to know that Sylar got his wings, and he is no longer with us. I I didn't get like ashes or anything like that. I didn't want anything. It sounds bad, but like I didn't want anything to remind me of him in that state. You know, it's still not real to me, and I haven't slept home, because every morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, that's when I get up to go take him outside, and I haven't slept home because I don't want to get to that point yet. I'm having to wake up and realize like he's not here anymore. So I haven't done that yet. Um, I'm probably not gonna sleep home again tonight because I'm just not ready. I'm not ready. Oh gosh. All right, that's enough. I don't want to cry no more. Michelle said, "I'm sorry for your loss. You were wonderful to him, man." Oh, I think once I get to a little bit more of a better mind state, I'll do like a little video with like all his pictures and stuff. But right around this time right now, like a lot of his pictures are popping up on Facebook, and it's reminding me of, just pictures and situations in the past, and when he was just learning to walk and stuff like that, getting his wheelchair. All that stuff is popping up on Instagram. Well, no, Facebook. So it's taking me there. One minute I'm okay, one minute I'm not. Somebody just asked me on Instagram if I was okay, and then I busted out. I busted out crying. So I don't know. I'm just gonna. I think right now they say that there are 5 stages of grief. I think I feel like I am in the denial part where it's not real. Like it's just not real. It's not real to me yet. Oh gosh, would love to see a montage of him. Oh gosh, these comments are gonna make me cry. I feel like I'm gonna turn off the comments. Just because I can't handle it. Somebody said, "I'm so very sorry for your loss. I remember when you got Sylar, when he got sick and all that. He was such a good boy. He was, man. He was amazing. It just sucked, like he didn't get to the point where he was feeble, and he wasn't. One thing I will say that I'm thankful for, he was never like a painful dog. A lot of the cases that I'm seeing now, with the same type of situation, they start out and they're in pain. They're in so much pain, and he was never that type of dog. He was never painful, um, especially after he had like his 8 weeks of healing. He never had that, so I'm thankful that I didn't have him on like any type of medications or anything. But just looking back, a lot of the stuff that I did, I'm glad to see that it was along the right lines, because I was doing stuff at home with him that I didn't even know was part of what would have been part of a program for him to get healthy again, be able to walk and stuff. So I felt like he truly aligned me with what I'm supposed to be doing and my purpose. And then a part of me is like, I don't want to do rehab no more because of this. So I don't know. I'll figure it out. I thank you guys for all your kind words. Anyone that's ever said anything about him positive, I don't think it's been too many negative stuff. People would say stuff like stupid on videos when they see him in the background like dragging his ass across the floor. But I just want to honestly thank you guys for just supporting him and supporting me mentally along the way. It's been times where I wanted to give up. I didn't know what I was going to do in that situation, but um, I still can't believe I did that for 5 years, like from 2014 till now. Like his birthday would have been next week. He would have been turning what, 9? Um, I'm gonna wrap this video up and try not to cry anymore because my eyelids were so swollen after I did it from crying. All right, that's it, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully, this allows me to move forward with making videos. I just couldn't come on and start making videos talking about hair and yep. Yep. Thank you. I just couldn't come on and start making videos about hair and plants and DIYs. Hold on. Hey Google, turn off grow light.
Sure, turning off the grow light.
I know that's gonna mess up somebody's phone that's watching this video. um, Go my neighbor. I'm gonna end this video now because my neighbor doesn't know either.
Hey,
Hi.
you done with the drill?
Yeah, you need it? I got it right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you recorded.
Yes.
You gonna clean up fan and let me have it for a little bit.
Okay.
Here.
I want him to see that I'm
Thank
crying.
you.
He's gonna find out right about now anyway. I don't know where I got his drill at. But I'm gonna take him with me so I don't cry because I know if I get off of this, I'm gonna start crying. Where's the drill? Oh shit. Just here it goes. Bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. I need y'all to crutch. Look what I did. I made that the other day. That's why I had his drill. I don't know which store he went to. All right, guys, I'm gonna get on up out of here. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I appreciate you guys. And I don't know how to end this video, so I'm just gonna end this video.